Alright, so what I want to show you guys now is how to mark the locations for the screw holes on the gumball section. Okay, so the gumball section is made up of top, which is 5 inches, and both sides, which are 4.5 each, I believe. Okay, so according to your plan, what it says in your plan, and you should be reading your plan at all times to make sure you stay on track, is you're going to, actually what we're going to do is we're going to go like this and we're going to mark out where everything is as far as the fronts, left side, right side kind of stuff. So I'm going to arrange my side, my top, my other side. The front of my block is facing up, and that's the way everything's going to be positioned. Okay, so once we have it positioned the way we want it, you're going to mark everything so you know which way it's going to go back together if we take it apart. So this is going to be left side. Call this front because we know this is the top. We want to know that this is the front of the top, and we'll say right side. Okay, so now keeping that in mind, where do you think the screws would have to go on the gumball section here? Where would we have screws to attach this? Yeah, so down at the bottom of the sides. Would we need screws at the top of the sides? Do we need to screw into the air here? No. Air doesn't hold very much, right? So yeah, so we're just keep in mind that we're just going to be doing the bottom outside of the sides there, and then at the top, where would we have screws? All four corners, yeah. Okay, so both ends. So with that in mind, so sometimes what I do is I just so that I don't get mixed up later on, because if you take all these boards and put them all on the table, it's easy to get mixed up. So sometimes what I do is I'll just go and make a little mark like there, a little mark here, a little mark here, and a little mark here, so we know where we're going to be marking the locations for the screw holes. Okay, so now when you put that down, you can see exactly where you're going to be marking. Now, according to your plan, it says we need to make a line 7/16 in from the end of the board. Okay, so on my sideboard here, we know that 8/16 is 1/2 inch. So if I do 7/16 is 1/16 less than 1/2 inch. Okay, so I don't have to count all the way from 0 to 7. I can just go 8 back 1 to 7. Okay, so there's 7/16 there. Make another mark on the other one. 7/16. Same thing on each end of my top. And you would normally use a pencil for this. I'm just using a pen so it kind of shows up a little bit better for the demonstration. And then when you're doing this, I'm right-handed, so my pen or pencil is going to be my right hand. I'm going to grab my square in the left hand and kind of squeeze it tight up against the project. Okay? Make sure you have some nice accurate marks. Now this has to be tight here, right? Nice and tight so that the line will be parallel to the edge and not on an angle. The next one quickly. Alright, so that's the last one. Now the next thing the plan says is now mark 3/4 inch marks going in from the edges of the boards down the line. So an easy way to do that is to set the square at 3/4, tighten it up, and then you can just use that as a little gauge. You just go like this, and you don't have to measure a whole bunch. You just mark the end of the ruler. Like that, and then lastly, what you can do is you're going to mark the hole locations with a scratch awl. So just get that position carefully. Just give it a little bump to make a starting place for the countersink bit. Okay, and that's what we do.